to TWF Monday Night Raw. I am Tony Schiavone, here with Trini Kwan and with Corey Graves. And today on Monday Night Raw, or Lonely Night Raw, we now know that Godzilla and Andros will have the right to take on the Good Brothers for the TWF Tag Team winning, since they won a match with a New Day yesterday on Power, Tony Schiavone says. Yes, they did, Trini Kwan said. We saw Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston take on Andros and Godzilla for the TWF, the right to wrestle the TWF Tag Team Fighters, the Good Brothers, Luke Gallows and Kyle Anderson. Well, I can tell you one thing, Corey Graves said. The Good Brothers, whatever they want to call themselves, that's all fine and great for us. But at the end of the day, I don't think that they're going to, but at the end of the day, I don't like Godzilla, I don't like Andros, and I don't like the New Day. And I think as far as the Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston go, they might have a bone to pick with them. Well, that could be true. Well, here is Xavier Woods in the ring now with Kofi Kingston. Now, first off, we're not the kind of team to bitch and rant about things not going our way, because sometimes in life things don't go your way. Alright? But one thing I am going to bitch about is about how Ecliptor nails Kofi Kingston, helping Godzilla and Andros win. Now, if you don't know on Power, Astronema fell down by mishap. I had nothing to do with it. Kofi Kingston shifts around the ring a bit. She falls down by mistake. And even though we say we're sorry, it's a mistake, it's a mishap, even though Astronema was forgiving, I don't think Ecliptor was so forgiving. So, we're having our match with Andros and Godzilla, or Godzilla, whatever you want to call him. And Ecliptor comes up, hits Kofi Kingston with his new sword that he got. And that's how Andros and Godzilla won. Now, I hope that Godzilla and Andros had nothing to do with that. And I guess they had nothing to do with that. You know? So I would like it if Andros and Godzilla would come out here so they could tell us they had nothing to do with it. Well, that's right. Tony Schiavone said that seems to be one of the sagas going on around here. Did Ecliptor do it on his own? Did Astronema tell Ecliptor to help her brother and her foster brother out? Your guess is as good as mine, Tony Schiavone said. Hey, Astronema did tell Ecliptor to help her brother and her foster brother out. You know her. She does guilt Kofi Kingston for falling down, Corey Graves says. Hey, look, I know Corone. I don't know her, Trini Kwan said, but I know she isn't the kind of woman to hold on to that stuff anymore. Yeah, she might be Astronema again, at least for TWF, but she's not that standard of mindset anymore. Alright, Godzilla says, you wanted us both out here because you want to know if we had anything to do with Ecliptor and him doing what he did to us. And I'm here to tell you I had nothing to do with Ecliptor coming out, hitting Kofi Kingston with the sword, and making you both lose. Now look, yes, Astronema did fall down 2 times. It was a mishap. Once by wakefulness, once by Kofi Kingston. A mishap, a mistake is forgiven. Alright? I don't think my fostered sister Astronema, Corone, whatever you want to call her, I don't think she's like, oh, I haven't forgiven Kofi Kingston. Let's make Cena lose. I don't think so, Godzilla said. I had nothing to do with Ecliptor coming out and doing that. Well, that's right, Andros says. At the end of the day, I had nothing to do with Ecliptor doing that. And you know what? I could go talk me and Godzilla or Godzilla, we can go talk with Astronema or Eclipse or Corone, and she's going to say that she forgives you for the mistake of falling down, the mishap, whatever. I had nothing to do with Ecliptor coming down and doing what he did. That's on him. He's the one that should be. He's the one who should be out here telling you what he did. You know, not us. But if you do want to have another match with us, you know, here's what we'll do. What we can do is that if we beat the Good Brothers, then you two will get the first shot at us. I guess that's a way of making up for it, Godzilla says. Well, the way I look at it here is that one of us should be fighting one of you here today. And which one is that going to be? Well, Xavier Woods says I think I should, well, I do want to say, Godzilla, you are a stand-up fellow. You too, Andros. We'll take your word. I'll take your word on it. All right. Now, Godzilla said, "Oh shit! My tail's caught in the wire again." All right. So now we got that underway. So, Good Brothers, you should know by now that we are coming for your TWF tag team winnings that you won from us, like, you know, last month, and we just beat the New Day, giving us the rights to fight for you. And the way I'm looking at it is the Keenly Loudness is coming up, and some of us are going to be in it. We don't know who's going to be in it. But as of right now, I think that we should have our tag team match now. So, why don't we, why don't we do that now? Well, we got Luke Gallows. We don't know where. We got Kyle Anderson. We don't know where Luke Gallows went. And we got to do all this time to dig him out. And we only got so much time because we got to do a Xena film. Right after this. Fuck, there goes Omos. He took the fall. And he got the one he wanted. Well, I know Godzilla said that. I know it's hard enough seeking folks wherever they get put at. Someone gets put on top of someone else. But that old oversight that goes something like this. If a wrestler can't be seated, we don't know where we put them, then they got to give up their winnings. And I hope we don't have to come down to that. Well, here comes the good. Here they come now. And Andros just took the fall. All right, Godzilla and Andros, you want to have a match with us for the TWF Tag Team winnings again? Well, then it's on. Well, this is for the TWF Tag Team winnings. First, they are Andros and Godzilla. And they are the TWF Tag Team Fighters, the Good Brothers, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. So who's going to go at it? Probably going to be Luke Gallows. Going to probably be Luke Gallows and Andros going at here. It's going to be Luke Gallows and Godzilla going at here. And Godzilla right away just hits Luke Gallows down with his tail, Tony Schiavone said. And I wonder if Ecliptor isn't going to help Godzilla and Andros win the TWF Tag Team winnings here today, Tony Schiavone said. A tail knockdown by Godzilla's tail, Tony Schiavone says. Well, I hope not, Trini Kwan said, and I hope that that Ecliptor is going to, choose to forgive Kofi Kingston for the mishap that happened yesterday. He didn't mean for her to fall over. You know you don't know Corone or Astronema as well as you knew her, Trini Kwan. You left the show halfway through the 2-Ford offshoot, and you only came back at the end of Beef Morphers. Or is it Fiend Shifters? And your daughter's taken over the 30-year day, so you don't know Corone as much you think she does. I do know Corone. I was in another team of Mic Keepers after I left the mighty shape-shifting team. That's Boom. I'll tell you about that later, Trini Kwan said. Luke Gallows taking down Godzilla, the king of the fiends, Tony Schiavone said. And Trini, we don't have a lot of time to talk about your yesteryear in the Mic Keepers, of what you or your daughter will be doing on it, but I do know you know Corone more good than Corey Graves does. Or Godzilla and Andros know Corone or Astronema more good than Corey Graves does. Luke Gallows coming up from the top steeple. Godzilla just knocked him down. Godzilla now brings in Andros. And now Andros is in the ring now. He's going to do it. The coast to coast, side to side. Oh! Andros is going to do it. Luke Gallows coming in. Godzilla with the Godzilla stunner. Oh! Godzilla just stunned Luke Gallows so he couldn't get back in the ring. It's going to be over here. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner. Here are your winners and the new TWF Tag Team Fighters, Andros and Godzilla, or Godzilla, whatever you want to call them. Andros and Godzilla are the new TWF Tag Team Fighters once again here, and the TWF, by beating Luke Gallows and Kyle Anderson, Tony Schiavone said. Yeah, Trini Kwan said Godzilla and Andros are now the new TWF Tag Team Fighters once again here, and the TWF, and that's good for them. And Eclipse Door didn't have anything to do with them winning that. Eclipse Door had nothing to do with them winning that, though, Trini Kwan said. Well, I don't know about that, Corey Graves says. He didn't do nothing, but you all know Andros and Godzilla are Corone's brothers, Astronema's brothers, and she'll book them strong, and she'll write them strong, Corey Graves says. Tony Schiavone said, what do you know about being booked strong? What do you know about being written strong, Corey Graves? Yeah, we know about that, Trini Kwan said. You trying to tell us something? Organized Renee Young now is now going to talk with Godzilla and Andros, the new TWF Tag Team Fighters. Ladies and lords, my guest at this time had just won the TWF Tag Team winnings. It's Andros and Godzilla. Alright, Andros. Alright, Godzilla. Or Godzilla, whatever you want to call yourself. I do know that you are now the TWF Tag Team Fighters, and one can't really stand the ring that well. One's tail makes it mostly unlikely. Well, Renee Young, it's like this. We worked hard, Godzilla says. Me and my brother here, Andros, we knew that the Good Brothers, Luke Gallows and Cal Anderson, was going to put up a big fight. But at the end of the day, we became the winners of that. And I know Andros says some folks are going to scave us, and they're going to say, you only won because you're Astronema, Corone's brothers. She's booking you strong. She writing you strong. Yeah, I hear the scathing and the shaming and the sliding. But that's not true. Yes, it's true that we're brothers of Astronema and Corone. That's true. But she has nothing to do with us becoming the TWF Tag Team Fighters for a 2-4 time. I mean, you think of it, Godzilla was booked strong in the TWF from between 98 YL to like now. And that was even before Astronema showed up, or me. But as we know, we are men of our word, Godzilla says. Or at least he's a man of his word. I'm a fiend in my word. And that we will give Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods a shot for the TWF Tag Team winnings. We don't know when, but we will give it to them. Alright, Andros, is you're standing by that deal too? Yeah, Renee Young, I am standing by that deal. We will give Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods a shot at the TWF Tag Team winnings. We don't know when that's going to be, but we will do it soon. Alright, that's my talk with that was my talk with Andros and Godzilla. Back to you, Tony Schiavone. Well, thank you, Renee Young, for talking with Andros and Godzilla here today on Monday Night Raw, or Alone Tonight Raw. And that's all the time we got here for Alone Tonight Raw, or Monday Night Raw. I am Tony Schiavone for Trini Kwan and Corey Graves. We hope you like Monday Night Raw, or Alone Tonight Raw, and we'll see you tomorrow for NXT.